if the right education is being given to any child, when the child grows up, it builds confidence in them. It reduces intimidation and it creates citizens who can stand tall in every society. So I want to ask you, do you think this right of a thing is being taught in our school the way it should be?
Okay, let me start with saying this. Biologically, we are all animals. That's what they taught us in biology. But what differentiates us humans from animal is the ability to think and to solve problems. Meanwhile, animals live in this rule of the stronger dominates the weaker, which was what we were living in back in the days. The strong dominates the weak don't know what to do, the weak fight to become stronger so they can dominate those weaker ones that are coming up as well. But then humans sat down, as human beings we are given this ability to think and to reason. And it was even written in the Bible, come, let us reason together. So humans sat down, the great minds, they thought about all these things. And meanwhile, us that we are given the privilege to dominate amongst all animals, rule amongst all animals, we are acting as the same animals we were given authorities over. So we had to sit down to rethink that the way we are living now doesn't differentiate us from animals, and the privileges that God has given us as humans are not being exercised correctly, because apparently we are living the same way that God ought us not to live. Okay, sat down, we thought about all these things, and was like, okay, let's bring out this 30 Universal Declaration of Human Rights. They brought points from every angle of existence and knew that this particular one is going to serve a certain purpose to man, and this particular one is going to help man to live accordingly. So they said, okay, we are going to come up with 30 Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The first one being we are all born free and equal in dignity and in rights. So before, I don't know, I've heard about history because I'm a science student. I don't pick numbers that well. If not, I could have mentioned the years. But I've heard in history where we are taught that the blacks, us that are blacks, we are dominated by the whites because of our difference in skin color, which is not actually sensible if we think about it now. I was not born then, I was born in the present generation. So them telling me about this, I'm like, what's the difference? Is it not the same existence we all came into and all those kind of stuff? I'm like, no, 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 no. That the blacks were being dominated, that the blacks had no rights, that this, that, and